back it up, say
I haven't done this in such a long time. Welcome back to the Blank Podcast, episode officially 2. And I have a very special guest with me here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Eric Shawver.
Yes, sir.
Nice to
Yes,
meet
sir.
you.
Had to get him on for the one time. Good friend of mine. Like always, we're just gonna start off with the tradition of starting with. I would start with the down and then go to the up, just to leave it on a positive note. I'll start off down for the week. I don't really have a down. I mean, I guess school has just been rough. It's been pretty like boring. Like, I mean, school is like normally boring, but I just been like extra like blah lately. So
Yeah, dude, I've had no motivation to do any of my
yeah,
stuff recently.
and especially since it's senior year, bro, last market period, it's
Yeah,
kind of like you're in the home stretch, but and it's so close to ending. But yeah, that's my down. And then my up for the week is probably big PR on Wednesday. Was that Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday,
yeah.
800 meters, 3 seconds in the 800, three more seconds, 800 meters. So that was pretty good.
Crazy. I'm not really too sure about my low. I mean, I guess I missed my track meet on Wednesday because I got my shot on Monday. Didn't feel too great after that. Had a rough
Mhm.
Tuesday, and then I wasn't really feeling the race. So I guess that would be a low. Uh, high. I guess had a pretty good night last night. Went over to my friend's house, hung out with a bunch of friends. Solid night.
Nice. Another high, playing Apex with the boys. Come
Yes,
on.
sir. I was
Oh,
cooking up that first game.
yeah, yeah. And then we got sandwich in that. I think it was the last game we played
Yeah,
on this. But yeah, let's get into it. Today's topic is going to be about fitness. You know, I've been getting into it a little bit more. I know you've been getting into it too. I
for sure.
started, um, I would say probably summer-ish, like June, July, when it was really starting to get warm, and that's when I had my knee injury, so I wasn't able to run. So I kind of put my efforts elsewhere because when you, especially like it's summer and like it's not like I'm doing work every day, so you don't have much to do. So since I wasn't able to run, I just started doing small stuff at home, and that eventually evolved until every day doing stuff. So I started off with like an easy curl bar, which is like weighs like 5 pounds, and then I had 2 5 pound plates and a two and a half 5 pound. No, two and a half five. Okay, I can't speak. Two and a half
No, I
pound
got you.
plates. Yeah. So like pretty much nothing, but like I was just working with it. Um, and before I knew it, it was kind of like I was already doing it every day without even thinking. Just doing even making up stuff. Like I made up my own like shoulder exercises because like when you're working with a weight like that, you either have to like do something like 50 million times in one set in order to get like what you want out of it, or you got to come up with something that's hard. So
Yeah.
I found enjoyment in that when I wasn't able to run. And yeah, and then also I got my nutrition in check, wind up dropping. I wasn't like chubby, but I definitely had like some baby fat still left on me. So I wind up losing from like the summer, and then I've been pretty much maintaining the past couple months. I lost 10 pounds, like fat, put on probably a little bit of muscle too. So that was good. You want to tell me how you got started or like when you got started?
Yeah, I mean, I would say back like November.
Mhm.
Me and Ryan started going to the gym. And I mean, I started because I was I was 119,
Mhm.
like skin and bone. And
Yeah.
like I don't know, I just had a lot of criticism, like especially from my family. Like my family is like very fit, like from my dad's side.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it's kind of motivated me to start getting started. My biggest problem wasn't being fit because I feel like track helped me stay in shape and was like my motivation to actually get up and do stuff, but like eating was my problem. and that's what
Oh
I've been
yeah.
working on for like the last 4 months or so.
Hmm.
I just been starting to eat right, having like protein with every meal, not eating like crap all the time.
Yeah, that was my big problem. Like, especially with running, like, especially when you're getting up in mileage, like, you don't even have to be really getting up in mileage, but if you're running consistently pretty much 6 days to 7 days out of the week, you're going to stay pretty fit and pretty lean. But like, it was just like after practice, I would just have like trash, like donuts, whatever, like chips and stuff, because subconsciously, I wasn't like really thinking about it like this, but it's like, oh, I run a lot, I'm burning a lot of calories, so I could probably afford like a bunch of junk food and be fine. But once I started fixing my diet, I started seeing like I was eating like so
Yeah,
terribly.
yeah, it's crazy how much it like you feel it too. Like you can see it too.
Yeah.
Um, like even now, like after I started eating right, like
Hmm.
junk foods, like I don't know, I just don't find them appetizing anymore. Like I look at like chips, like I'm like I don't see it how I used to. It's like ah,
Yeah, like and a lot of because I think that kind of happened. Oh, it's not kind of happened with some people in my family where they would go on to like these diets and stuff, and then before they were eating like fast food and stuff, and they're like, oh, this they knew it was bad for them, but it tasted good, so it was kind of like, oh yeah, well, I'll have it this one time or whatever. But after you like don't have all that like junk and stuff, then you kind of look back and it's like, yo, that stuff is really, I don't even really need it. Like
exactly.
when you're in the moment, you're like, okay, yeah, this stuff is good. But like once you're off of it, it's like I really used to eat that and like do that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and then even when I do split myself every now and then,
Hmm.
but like whenever I do, the next day I just feel terrible. Like my stomach's all out of whack.
Yeah. Hmm. But yeah, one thing that's crazy that I experienced with my nutrition and like dieting, I wasn't like trying to like cut. Like I was just trying to eat a lot better and also working out. So eventually I started like losing weight, but it didn't look like, I mean you could see like I had less fat, but it didn't look like, oh, he's skinny now, because I was building muscle pretty much at the same time. So I actually probably got a little bit looking bigger because my
Yeah,
arms got bigger,
looking
my chest
lean.
got bigger. Yeah. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, I just said you're probably looking lean.
Yeah. But oh yeah, one thing I was about to say is sugar. Like I know like, oh, sugar is a drug, but like you can actually get like addicted to that stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Cause like stuff like caffeine, like people are just like fiends for caffeine and they're like, oh well, yeah, I have like 4 cups of coffee a day. I'm like, what? And then like when they don't have it, they feel like trash. But like for like I I wasn't even like super strict on my diet, but I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna eat these all this candy and cakes and stuff. But then like a couple days after I stopped, I was actually feeling like kind of like trash because it's probably like literally like withdrawal from a drug because
Yeah.
sugar is just crack. So I started eating a lot of um stuff that doesn't have sugar, or like fake sugar, I like to call it, like stevia and sucralose and all that stuff. So yeah. But where's my food? Shoot.
Another thing I want to talk about, maybe like motivation. You ever have like trouble with motivation when throughout your journey?
Yeah, I've actually experienced that. I feel like since like um the start of school, just because going back to school, going back to practice has been like tough when like working out and stuff, just finding the time. And then it's also like subconsciously like, oh, once again, I'm running, I'm going to school. So, oh, if I don't work out one day, that'll be fine. And then it turns out to like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't work out in like 2 weeks, really. I mean, I'll do like some small stuff here and there, but yeah.
Yeah. When I first started, like about a month into lifting, I
Hmm.
strained or sprained, whatever it is, my front delt, and
Hmm.
that was a big hit. And then I came back probably like January, so that's when I actually started like full time lifting. But like
Hmm.
getting back into it is so rough, and
Yeah.
then following that with track, oh my god, it's like my day is just like constantly being like bombarded.
Yeah. And the thing was, it was crazy because I was thinking back on this not too long ago when I was in the moment, like just like actually consistently working out every day at home or at the gym or whatever, and doing my nutrition and like not even really cheating at all. Like I would, like my mom would be like, do you want just like a bite of this or do you want like a couple pieces of candy?" I would like deny it and it would be nothing. But looking back, I'm like, yo, like I really used to like do this like no problem. And then you look back at yourself and you're like, I really used to do that. And then it's like so hard after you start, then you stop, and then to get back on is like I've been
Work.
struggling with that, to be honest.
Starting up is always the worst.
Yeah. Um, I'm back. Do you have like how do you well when you were lifting, I should say, because it's kind of harder now. How are you like your rotation or like your cycle? Like were you doing like chest tries or like push pull or just like all in one body workout?
Nah, I've been doing push pull legs for since I started working out. Um, I had a little while where my legs wasn't like I didn't hit legs every single time. And it wasn't because like I wanted to skip leg day like most people. It's like it was kind of like track was my substitute for my leg day because like I would have like a race or something, and I'd be like, yeah, I can't hit like a full leg day today, and then go race this later this afternoon and run like a 5:35 in the mile and get yelled at by Cunha. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like I just worked out legs last Sunday and I was like, well, Monday will probably be like a light run day. And then Tuesday will be another light run day because we have a meet on Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do legs on Sunday and be fine by the time of the race. Bro, I like normally like DOMS like delayed onset muscle soreness, like it comes the next day or like 2 days after when you really feel like ouch. Like mine was like almost immediately after, like a couple hours after, bro, my hamstrings and my quads were destroyed.
I
So I'm
swear
like,
it's
all right,
only with legs too. Like
yeah, bro. Like I'll get
with my
like
thighs,
kind of sore. Yeah,
everything's the next day. But anytime I hit legs, it's always like immediately.
exactly, bro. I don't know what it is. I'm like,
Got me a
yo,
link out the gym too.
yeah. And then on Monday, like I think I was supposed to have like a jog or something, but like the sprinters, like we already know how the sprinters are. Like who knows what they're even doing? They jump like 7 times a week. So I think I had to do a cuneo workout over at Point Aerial. Bro, my hamstrings, like every time I took a step, it felt like they were getting stabbed on the way over there. Like every step was like boom, 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 boom. I was like, bro, I cannot do this workout because if I go any faster than 8 minute pace, bro, my joints are gonna tear in half. So
Yeah,
then
actually,
yep,
no, go ahead.
go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you like how you were doing that, like doing both sprinter and like mid distance stuff, like what
It's
days
kind.
do you do those?
Well, it's not like a long story, but like I basically like sent like a super long email because I was talking with my dad like what I should do because like it was like I can't even get through a season without like getting injured. And like I was doing like a lot of stretching, this and that. So I was talking to my dad. I'm like, I don't know. Well, not that I didn't want to do distance because I still wanted to run the 800, but I was like, maybe I should focus more on the 8 and the 4 and kind of bring my mileage down because maybe I'm like literally not built for this because it was either like my knees or my calves, excuse me, or whatever. Like once I got past like 35 miles a week, which is still like pretty low, it was just like injury central. Like I couldn't even get through a season. So then I was talking to him. He's like, "Oh, just tell him what you want to do and tell him what you've been doing and what's going on, and then just like trust in what he says, pretty much." So like, don't like let him decide, but like put all the information in front of him so he can kind of see which would, excuse me, work out better for me. So
Yeah,
then I sent him this like super long email. Um, like it was like the end of cross country because I opted out of cross country. So it was the end of that going into winter season. And then he was like, we could try like a hybrid where I'm doing um sprint type workouts or like essentially sprinter workouts. And then on run days, I would run with you guys to kind of build up my endurance. And then occasionally he would pull me aside for like maybe like 400s workouts, like stuff that's shorter and maybe a little bit quicker. It's not like I'm running like mile repeats because I probably physically couldn't run mile repeats if I was doing sprinter
Yeah.
workouts. But yeah, that's just how it's been working out. But now he's kind of pulling me back because the sprinters are jumping 12 times a week
Yeah,
and
what's
we
with
haven't
that?
worked out since like literally this. I think my last workout was Friday or Saturday of spring break. So I've basically been
Really?
with you guys. Yeah, they haven't worked out since. It was like a 200 workout.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so now he's kind of
Who's their coach? Let me.
he's pretty much jumps, but I guess it's just but it's not, I don't think it's like a little bit like a I should probably shouldn't be name dropping. I'll just bleep it out after. But because oh my God, on my last one, Nino and I think Dan, they like name dropped like five people. I'm like, bruh. And in the moment he was
I
like,
feel
yo,
like
I
I
don't
see this.
care. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, I understand if it was yours and you wouldn't care, but I don't know these people you're talking about. And if they see this, like, how do I look? Because then they're gonna come to me like, yo, what the like,
Yeah,
so then I had to bleep like 10 times in that video. But yeah, I'll just bleep it out after.
that's fine.
Um, but like I said, he just pulls like all the sprinters aside because like we don't need 50 jumpers. Like there's literally the whole sprint boys team is jumping every day. So I mean with the girls and they work out more often than the boys, but I'm not trying to work out with them. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. Um, well, did you back to the topic of fitness real quick?
Yeah.
Um, have you ever tried the chest tries and it just didn't work out, or you just started off with that and it worked for you? So
Nah, honestly, I started seeing progress like pretty quickly. I mean, not like huge progress, but like it's like when you like start from nothing, you're gonna see stuff quick because it's like um you're basically just starting from nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
I started doing that, and I ended up going with Gavin for like the next like 2 or 3 months, and he put us on a program
Oh,
that
for
had
real?
like
Nice.
it had like set weights in it. So it would be like bench day. It would be like a 5x5, but it would give you the percentage of weight from your max,
Hmm.
and it would like give you a bunch of workouts to just try and build strength and muscle.
Oh,
But
that's
I
really cool.
I eventually moved on from that one though because every week was the same. Like so, usually, typically on like a chest day, you hit bench, right? So
Mm.
I'm fine with that, but like all the workouts after that were the same for every week, and he would want to keep doing the same thing. And like I research a lot. Like I like
Yeah.
looking into what I'm doing, and
Hmm.
like research proves that like you shouldn't be doing like the same workouts. You should be switching it up, hitting different spots of the muscle and
Yeah.
stuff. And I was trying to tell them that, but they I don't know, they weren't really listening to me.
No, that's actually very true because I remember in my anatomy class last year learning about like muscle stuff like that, and it's actually if you go in and do the same workout or like the same exercises every single time, like say chest day, you always do bench, um, like flat bench, and I don't know, I can't think of any other exercise, but regular chest press or whatever, then or like in the beginning, like you'll see an increase in muscle mass and strength and stuff like that. But like if you keep doing the same stuff, it'll eventually like plateau out because
Yeah,
you literally have to shock your muscles is like the term he used. So you got to keep like switching up to keep your muscles guessing in order to keep having muscle growth. Because if you keep doing the same thing, your muscles are literally going to be trained to keep doing that, and you're going to kind of like fizzle out more
yeah.
quicker. So yeah. Um, Oh, do you have like a favorite exercise? Well, I guess for push pull and then legs.
Like, all right, I could do like a push and then a pull. So push chest flies, like, all right, hit different sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what these are, but it's like the cable ones where you literally just like basically push them together. But like I don't know,
Mm.
you get like such a crazy feeling in your chest.
Oh yeah, that pump, bro. Those chest
Yeah.
flies, bro. Those hit different, bro. Your chest be feeling like I don't know, like
And
super
then
pumped.
I superset them with the underhand ones, so then it hits your lower chest as well.
That's good.
And then for pull, I like lat pull downs a lot, just because, bro. And I want to get my lats bigger. I can't hit
hmm
a lat spread. Dude, I've seen people hit lat spreads, but it looks so cool. I don't
Bro,
know.
like, I
Like
don't
the
know how.
aesthetics of some
Oh,
things are
sorry.
so funny. No, go ahead.
So I don't know how. Just one day, bro, I did it, like, and just not knowing, like, I mean, I've seen it before, but not knowing how to do it, just like trying it, bro. I saw it in the mirror and it looked like insane. I'm like, bro, I'm huge. Like, what the heck? But yeah, I like lat pull downs a lot too. A while ago, I learned that like close, like the close grip or like that is like for like depth and detail in your back. But like if you want to get like super wide, like the V taper they call it, it's like the wider you go, the better.
Yeah, the same thing with low rows. Like a lot of people use like the close grip, like the V bars, but
hmm
I've been told to use like the wide one because it just increases like thickness of your back.
hmm Yeah. So I guess your goal is like pretty much bulking or just putting on size or
Yeah, right now, I'm just bulking. I'm probably unfortunately going to be bulking throughout the summer,
yeah.
but I mean that's how I should. That's what I should be doing. Not
hmm
like a lot of people want to trim down for the summer and so you could look more shredded, but
Yeah.
right now I just need to put on more muscle before I do that.
Yeah, and I feel like since you're already like pretty lean, you start out pretty lean. I don't want to say like skinny, but like literally
Yeah,
lean muscle mass. You didn't have that much fat. Like probably while you're bulking, you'll probably still look like pretty good. Like
yeah,
you'll
that's
probably put on some muscle and you're still lean, so you'll probably look like you're like not a full on cut, but still, excuse me, still kind of shredded. You know?
yeah. Well, actually, my membership at my gym, they have like the a scale that I can use and it tells me like my body weight, like my how much of it is my bones, water weight, how much of my body fat percentage, like all that.
hmm
And I've been keeping my body fat percentage like around like 7 to 9%, which
Yeah, which
isn't
is
like crazy, but like it's pretty good for like continuously bulking, which
mhm,
is like basically what you're saying. Like that's what I'm gonna try and do, but who
yeah.
knows?
Mhm. Do you track your calories or macros or anything?
I tried to. I mean,
Yeah, that's how I'd put it too.
I haven't as well as I should. My problem is that I eat chicken a lot, right?
hmm
I eat chicken and beef, and I don't have a scale to weigh that. And
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how like, and I just like I cut it off like out of I buy a chicken in bulk, and I just cut it and just like throw it on. So I don't know how much I'm actually eating, so I can't
mhm,
really put in like the macros or anything.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
I
I
just
used
kind of
to
got like,
oh sorry. Yeah,
no,
I used to write mine down too, but it just like after a while, like you know it's good for you, but it just comes like kind of a nuisance. Like, bro, I really don't want to write this down. I just want to eat.
yeah,
Like,
facts.
like I have a scale for mine, but I don't really weigh out anything. To be honest, what I used to use is like you could just Google it, like chicken breast nutrition, and it'll give you like an approximate like how much a one chicken breast would weigh. Like say you had one whole chicken breast, like 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of carrots or something like that. Like you can just pretty much get the macros. I do just do Google. I mean, it might not be like super crazy exact, but at least you're in like a good ballpark, you know?
Yeah,
But yeah, I used to track mine, but it's just kind of like after a
yeah.
while, it's just kind of annoying.
Do you take any like supplements or anything?
Okay, yeah, that was about to be my next one. No, well, technically, yes. I take amino acids, branched chain amino acids for like recovery and stuff. Um, but basically it's just the ones I take are L-ornithine and L-arginine or something like that. But it's basically helps with like recovery and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you take any?
Yeah, so I started taking creatine like probably like 3 months ago. And I honestly did like notice a difference. It's not like creatine isn't like a crazy like booster. It's just like it gives you like more energy, I would say, to like say I was doing like a 10 rep the day before, I took creatine for like a week, I would then be able to hit like 15 reps the next time I tried. But it wouldn't like increase my PR by like 20 pounds like people think it does.
Yeah, yeah.
I still gotta work for that.
Yeah. Um, what's the name? Do you take any like pre-workouts or anything?
Yeah, I take Total War.
Total War. Let me write that down. I never heard of that one before.
Yeah. I
Where'd you get it from?
I bought it off of not GNC, it was Nutrition Factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a coupon for it. So I got it for like it was like $35. I got it for $17 in free shipping. So
Hmm. I don't know. I don't really take pre-workout. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. I guess a little bit because my dad, because I don't know if you know, but my dad used to be a bodybuilder. Like way back in the day, like
I
50
didn't
years
know
ago.
that.
Like that man's old. But and I guess I don't know. I just don't take pre-workout. Do you think it helps like a lot? Or what would you say like the main benefits are? Or like
So
I guess the difference.
the biggest part of it, ironically enough, is the caffeine. Because
Hmm.
I be going to the gym in the morning, and like if I don't take pre workout, about halfway through my workout, I'll just start feeling dead tired. Like not like muscle tiredness, but like weariness and like I want to go back to bed. So and then once I started taking it, like I would just have like enough fuel to like get through the rest of the workout, and then but then I would crash during school, and I
Hmm.
would just like be dead tired during school and like have trouble paying attention. So I've been like trying to have a mix of like using it and not using it, so I don't get addicted to it, but like I still use it sometimes. You know what
Yeah, I feel like that's good too. Because basically my excuse me, sheesh, I got the burps. Basically my pre-workout is V8 Energy. It has like caffeine and stuff in it, but it's more the caffeine is based off of like green tea and stuff because my family's big on like tea and everything and like immune system and also black tea and green tea, like antioxidants
exactly.
and
Yeah.
immune boosters and the caffeine and stuff. So that's kind of what I use. And when like I'm on it, not like I need it to function, but like when I'm off of it, I feel kind of like butt tired. Like I forgot to take it before school, like what was that like Thursday or Friday, bro? And it was just like first period, I'm like I'm already hungry in school and I'm just like so tired I could just like pass away, bro. I'm like so
Yeah,
dead.
I had one day where um I took pre workout and I crashed mid class, and Cunha literally said to me after class, he was like, "You should probably go home and take a nap before you come back to practice." I was like, "All right, I'll take that. Those advice."
Yeah.
And then that's actually when I did stop like doing it all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, did you know Giancarlo takes pre workout before races?
No, I did not know that.
That's what Josh was telling me. I
Oh, really?
find that funny, man.
Yeah, that was funny. Um, John Carlo? Maybe that's why he runs so fast.
He drops off and pre workout kicks in, and he just yeah. How does he do that? Can we talk about that? Have you ever seen Giancarlo run a race?
Yeah, bro. He
He's
just
just
comes out
like
of nowhere.
organized for no reason. I don't know. I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, because I think it was probably you started running. It was probably like no, it couldn't have been cross country because he didn't do cross country. But like my freshman, maybe it was either freshman or sophomore year, like when we still had like the older guys on the team, like like Jamie and Matt and I think it might have been my freshman year. Yeah, Evan, Vincenzo and all them. Like, bro, like they used to not like make fun of them, but we used to find it weird. Like Giancarlo, he like his times were like they were pretty good, but like his basic runs, he would come back like 20 minutes after like everybody else like who had similar mileage of him. And like they're like, yo, why is Giancarlo like always like going so slow on the base runs and stuff? And then bro, slowly he started improving and then he just became a demon out of nowhere. I'm like, what the heck? Like everybody was like, yeah, why does he go so slow on the basic run? And then he just came up with these fast times in like the 2 mile and stuff. I'm like, dang, I mean, it's fast for no
Yeah,
reason.
that's actually funny that you say that. I didn't know that either, that he went slow, like really slow on basic runs. Because if you think about it, he went from being made fun of from going so slow, bro. Now everyone makes fun of him for going so fast on the basic.
Yeah, exactly. Now that I think
Dude,
about that, it's kind of crazy.
he's running like 620 pace on the basic runs. I'm not even
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, I literally couldn't. I need my recovery. Like you got, I feel like you guys don't go too crazy. Like the normal like speedsters are like Giancarlo,
Cole,
um Cole.
Jack will follow sometimes.
Yeah, like if he's with them, he's not just gonna get left behind. He's gonna try and
No.
stick on, and then he kind of gets roped into it. And who else pushes the pace? I feel like there's one more, but I can't think of it right now. But like my
Yeah,
recovery
Chola
days,
pushes
bro.
the paces on long run days. I don't know how.
Oh, Cholo.
Yeah,
Long run. I haven't done a long run in like a minute
had
because
one
like I've
today.
been I've been training with the sprinter, so technically I don't really have a long run. I would normally actually do like a 3 or 4 mile run, and then I would like bike for an hour because I turned my like actual bike into a stationary bike with something called a bike trainer. I don't know if you ever saw it before. Like it's like it
No,
goes on the huh?
no.
Oh, it goes on like the back wheel and it kind of like lifts it up and it's got like this resistance knob and stuff. So I was training on that when I couldn't like run. I would get on that for like 30, 45 minutes and then I built up to like an hour like cranking on that joint. So it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
I even
my
made
mom
like
got a Peloton.
workouts on it, like like 5 minutes on, 2 minutes off, like a bunch of sets. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, what protein powder do you use? I forgot to ask.
All right. Right now, I use the Optimum Nutrition. I'm actually gonna switch over because I'm at the bottom of my container.
Mm.
There's like a fruity pebble one Gavin was telling me about, but it's like it's actually got really good macros. I forget what the brand is. Hold on, let me find it. It's like the Dymatize or whatever, however you want to call it.
Oh, I think I know
I
which
forget
one
how
you're
you,
talking
I forget how
about.
you pronounce it. It's like the logo is just like a D, but it's like in like a triangle.
Yeah, it's like a white bottle and has like
Yeah.
blue and the label. Well, the
Yep.
logo is red. Yeah, I used to take that. I like that one a lot. It has a good. Well, I know it's all not all about taste, but the taste is good and it has pretty good macros too. So I don't know the brand of the shake I'm taking because my dad gets it in packets, but it's like it's not a weight gainer. It's like a meal replacement one. Um, and the macros are kind of snapped on it. In like the one pack, it has 35, 35 grams of protein and like 260 calories. And the way I used to gauge my nutrition, like I wasn't like super strict on it. Like I use like a 10-to-1 ratio. So if say uh, a snack had like had like 100 calories, it would have to have at least like 10 grams of protein. So like say uh I don't know, some random like oatmeal bar or something like that had like two 260 calories and like 1 gram of protein, I'd be like, oh, that's not that good. I should probably get more protein in. But like when it's past that 10-to-1 ratio, I'm like, yo, that's pretty solid. So
Honestly, might start using that. I
yeah,
never thought of it like that before.
yeah, because I was being picky, but like when you're trying to watch your nutrition, you're like, well, if I'm gonna eat something, it better have some protein in it, especially since I'm
Yeah.
training and lifting. So I kind of use that rule, made that one up. I don't know how I came up with it, but I was like, well, if you do this and that, I was like, oh, okay, that works. So,
That's kind of how I've been with my calories a little bit too. Like
mm,
I see like I went to the store not too long ago just like to shop, see what I can get. But like I'll be looking at snacks and if it doesn't like I'm not really trying to cut it all. So if it doesn't have like crazy like if it has like crazy low calories, I'll try and stay away from it. But I
hmm.
have been splurging on like on rice cakes, bro. I got on the rice cake wave. I've been
Yeah,
eating them all day.
yeah. Well, my main cut, what I used, I wouldn't even call it a cut, but it just happened that I was losing weight because I was cleaning up my nutrition. I was lifting, so I was burning more calories at the same time. So my main cutting things were I would make voice crack. Cut that out. Cut that out. It's like that.
But
I would make pretty much every day pizza, but this is I would use it's called lavash bread. It's like this like flaxseed bread. Like I've tried flax seeds and like shakes and stuff and it's like nasty. But like this stuff, it's basically like flat bread. Like you could roll it up and make like a burrito or something out of it. But I used that. It's like pretty like large. Put that down, regular pasta sauce, either um low skim milk cheese or fat-free cheese, and then turkey pepperoni, bro. Smack that. I would make like one or two of those. I can't tell you the exact macros, but it was like, bro, turkey
a healthy
pepperonis.
ass pizza, though, I can tell you that.
Wait, what?
I said it's probably a really healthy pizza. I can tell you that though.
Oh yeah, and it's pizza, so like subconsciously
Exactly.
you're like, oh well, this can't be good for me. It's pizza, right? But like the macros were super good because there was actually protein in the what's the name, the flatbread too, and then cheese is protein, and the turkey sausage pepperoni were probably like the secret ingredient because, bruh, it was like the serving size on those things is like 15 pieces, like 20 grams of protein, and like 70 calories, like in like 12 or 15 of them. They were like the small little pepperonis. I was like, yo, I'll smack this every day. Another one was PB Fit. Have you ever heard of PB Fit?
No.
It's basically peanut butter powder. Like they take peanut butter. Well, I don't know how they actually make it, but they take peanuts. They probably grind it up, making it as some powder or whatever. But basically, it's peanut butter, but without like all the extra like fat and oils and stuff. So you just take like 2 tablespoons of this powder, mix it with like a tablespoon and a half of water, and it like makes peanut butter. It's cracked. It's crazy. Like if you want to cut, like bro, I was having like 4 PB&Js every day. I'd put it on like either um 45 cal bread, white bread, or like regular white bread, and make two of those, regular jelly, eat those, smack those. And then my final probably secret like meal that's super like, well, it kind of has like two aspects to it. One is egg whites. Egg whites, they're crazy. It's like 25 calories and like 7
Yeah.
grams of protein. So, or 9 or something like that. So I'd make French toast. I'll get 4 pieces of French toast. I meant 4 pieces of bread, and then I would like make up French toast. And French toast is like super easy to make at home. Like you literally put it in like a little bowl of eggs. I use a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of like cinnamon, and that's basically like no calories. Put the bread in, blah, cook it, and then it would be, let me think, 280 plus like 100. It would be like 380 calories and like 50 grams of protein. It would be super crazy. And
Yeah.
like it would fill you up a lot because it's like 4 pieces of French toast.
Yeah. They're easy to down too.
Yeah. So,
Yo, you know what's actually like a crazy snack for like bulking I was looking at?
mhm.
I saw you know who Jay Biz is on TikTok?
Oh no.
Well he's just an influencer, but he showed me them. I mean, I haven't actually gotten them before because I think it would be kind of weird ordering them. You know what hemp seeds are, right?
Oh yeah.
So he he was saying about hemp seeds, and I was like, I mean, that's kind of weird though, bro. I looked at nutrition facts, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, a tablespoon and a half, like literally just a tablespoon and a half, is
Mhm.
90 calories and like 9 grams of protein.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. And I
It's
feel like
crazy.
something like that is like a nice snack because I feel like you can eat a lot and be fine. Like you can like, and you'd feel like you're eating a lot. So
Yeah, I feel like it would be weird if I just showed up in my house with hemp seeds.
yeah, yeah. So what has your? Do you have like a go-to meal or anything for bulking or anything, or that one
Yeah,
that you like eat a lot?
literally simple enough. It's literally just burritos. I use
Burritos.
burritos because it's I just have low fat cheese, um, ground beef, and then put it in a tortilla. Usually I throw in like lettuce. Sometimes I put like salsa or tomatoes in it. But
Mhm.
it's the tortillas add a good amount of calories. Beef's a lot of protein, low fat cheese. Plus it's good to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the thing. I feel like the key is finding something like because when you're like, let's say like you want to get down in weight or you want to get up in weight. For down in weight, it's like finding stuff that feeds that craving of like sugar or like something like junky like pizza or something like that. And you still eat that, but the macros are way better. So it kind of puts that like addiction or like craving to rest and you could get shredded or big off of it. But like I feel like people like bulking, they're like, oh, if I bulk, well, if I'm bulking, like, oh, I'll just eat like pizza and ice cream and like dirty bulk and I'll just be working out and it'll be fine. But I feel like clean bulking is way more beneficial because that builds like good habits of healthy eating. Excuse me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like part of the like the biggest part for like eating for me, like finding a good meal to eat, has got to be like the like how easy it is to make. Like that's what's good about like the burritos, but it takes me like 10 minutes to make them, and then I can make 3 of them out of it. Like
Mhm.
if I had to like sit there and cook for like 20 minutes to eat, I probably wouldn't be as motivated to eat that often and like well, I guess I should say.
Yeah, that's also a big factor too because prior to like when I was fixing up my nutrition and working out and stuff, bro, I probably couldn't cook like anything, bro, like chicken on the stove or something like that. But like I
I
feel
couldn't
like,
either.
bro, like literally once I started getting into nutrition, it was like all this extra stuff started happening. Like because I wanted to like fix my nutrition and get big, that I started to learn how to cook. And I'm like, well, this really isn't that hard. I could have been doing this all along. And like before you know, I'm like a chef in the kitchen, bro. Like I learned how to cook and I feel like confident in the kitchen. Like prior to that, bro, I couldn't cook anything.
Yeah, I literally couldn't even cook eggs before I started like eating right. And
Yeah,
eggs like literally simple enough. It's literally I just put some milk into the egg yolk, stir it around, throw it in a pan. That's it.
exactly, bro. It's literally so easy. So I feel like that's a motivating factor that ended in something else positive because like even if I'm not like worried about like if I'm just like maintaining, I'm not like super pressed about oh what's in this and what's in that. Like I can just be cooking a regular meal, or I can be like cooking for my family, and I could still take that with me outside of my own fitness and nutrition. You know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Hmm. I mean, if you don't have anything else to say, that was pretty much all I wanted to cover. We're coming up on like 45 minutes ish now, so that's pretty solid. We talked for.
Hey man, I don't really have too much else to
Yeah, me either. That was good. That was a good sesh. So
add.
a lot of info
Definitely gotta have you back.
exchanged. Yeah, but so well actually, nah, never mind. I'll save that for later. Um, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the Plank Podcast. Peace out.
Yes.
Cook it up, cereal out.